Oh, testing, testing. Hello, hello. Need to sort some levels out. Hello, hello. Let's give my stream a moment to catch up. And y'all tell me if I've got my levels all right. Can you hear me? Am I quiet? Am I loud? I think I'm okay. I think I might be okay. So the plan right now is to load some samples that people have nicely sent me into the Digitakt. So what I've done, I will take my mic over. Nothing too fancy. I've got my phone sat down here, and you can hear the nice, horrendous feedback from a ground loop every time, and a bit of charging when I browse on my phone. But that's fine. As soon as it starts playing back, it actually goes crystal clear. So the Digi recording's clean. So and what I'm doing is I'm routing the audio from that through my mixer and back out into the Digitakt. So if I just going to save this recording that I just did on the last one and clear this, we should see what you can see the kind of the levels in there. But I'm going to play this snippet that has nicely been sent in and record that into the Digi. And I think I just got another snippet of something to play in as well, which we'll do in a minute. So I was partway through this one, so I'm just going to see where I was up to. Let's make sure the levels aren't too crazy. Fuzzy guitar. This mic isn't getting fed into the Digi, thankfully, so I can talk over this and not wreck my recording. Levels look okay, it's not peaking out, but I'm going to fill up the 33-second slot I've got with just that. Pause where we're at. Just save that off for now. I'll come back and probably rename these later, but I'm just capturing. Okay, what I'm going to do is pause that there and capture whatever's coming after this little break. It's great. There is a chunk of distortion in there, but what else is there, I wonder? Oh, there's definitely some bits in there I'm going to chop out. I'm totally not on stream either whilst I'm looking at this. Am I? I vaguely am. I need to like put something up here, don't I, so I can like be looking up. Well, we'll chill for now. Oh, okay, we got something else here. Let's try and capture that. Okay, it's at 3:47. Let's go and just capture that. All right, what I'm going to do is, did I save this? I'm going to just start this at the right point. And I'll just trim the start if I need to. I'm not looking at the screen in case people are like watching the stream. If you are, hello. Hello. Okay. That's cool. That's all cool. What else we got? I've got something else here. I have already recorded in some samples that a couple of other people have sent as well. So I just kind of forgot to put the stream on and had laptop trouble as well. So, and in the meantime, I was just going through what had already been sent. If you guys have got anything else you want me to like sample in and mash around with, please just like send me a Facebook message or send it to me however you want. I will put it in the Digitakt and do something with it and then let you know what I did with it and send and show it you, I guess. It's like 100% Tool. Oh, I love it. Also, maybe someone can give me some feedback at some point. I think I might have found a weird bug in the Digitakt. I can't trim a sample start point when I have like filled the buffer up. I'm guessing that's why I can't trim it because the buffer's full. But like I would have thought I could shorten it with the full buffer. But I guess I'm just gonna have to trim it when I'm making a sound. I'm just getting told info about these samples. Namely what key they're in, because it would be work for me to go back and figure out what key it's in, because I'm not very musical. So knowing what key it's in is a big advantage up front, because I can set my gear to work in that key and know that it's going to work. But without that knowledge, I have to go try and figure out what key it's in, and that is still an exercise for me in uncertainty. I think I get the theory behind it, but I just really don't know. Anyway, what I've not done is like play any of these samples to make sure that they sound nice. Sounds nice. Loud, it's nice. So, as just a little random sampling exercise for me to kind of learn how to use this, what I was going to do to explain my thought process, even though I keep having to grab the mic because I've not got my proper stand yet, what I'm trying to do is slice up that, and I'm going to change the start and end point for each step in the sequence to play out what is originally the whole original sample. That if I go back to change the end point, which is something like the length, not the loop point, the length like that. So I'm going to play, barring it fading out, hang on. I want to do it when I release, which should be like, yeah. Oh. Oh, it's a fixed amount of time. Yeah, anyway, it'll be like that phrase played out when I hit play on here, as long as I match the tempo and I slice it up properly. From there, I can then play with those slices and reorder them, chop them up, do different things to them, maybe pitch certain ones up and down by fixed amounts. Yeah, just it becomes something that I can then make unique from its original like piece. Yeah, that's really the art of sampling. Ideally, not that I'm speaking in a position of authority about that. I'm an abject beginner to it. I just respect it and would like to be able to do it. So this is me learning how to like chop up a sample. So again, might not make for great streaming, but I'm gonna maybe try and make it entertaining. Maybe we'll find something along the way, and at the end, maybe I'll make a jam. Yeah, sorry, totally off cam. Looking at statistics. Cool. Few of you watching apparently. Hello. I don't know who you are, or I should join the chat myself, I guess, since you're all watching on Facebook. Hello. Nice. Thank you, Matt. Matty is in chat, and I'm going to join chat myself now somehow. I'm not sure how. How do I just join my live stream? That's not it. It tells me I've got 6 comments. 4 of them are showing. Something is wildly wrong here. Oh, how can I just manage to not use Facebook either? This is awful. Let me... This is totally going to do it now. I'm in. Result. This is bringing up the Facebook chat. Aha! There are more messages. Falco, Rebecca, and Mike. Hey, Mikey, how you doing? Yeah, this is just me playing around with stuff. If you want to send me some samples, feel free. That's Matty on some guitar that I am going to chop up, do some things to. Not sure what yet. But I will. And if you want to send me any samples, just send me a Facebook message. You can send an audio clip straight off your phone, or you can, email me. Anything. You can even call me if you want to go back to the 90s. And, shout down the phone, and I will sample it into my sampler and eventually make something with it. Should I start, putting my phone number on? No, it's a bad idea to put my phone number on a stream. Not going to do that. So, what I'm going to guess is that my absolute meager knowledge of this thing, because I literally got it yesterday and I'm learning how to use it, I'm going to try and slice up this sample. Ooh, I already made it go backwards. I'm going to try and slice up that sample, and I bet you there's probably a much easier way of doing what I'm going to try and do in some kind of sound editor. But I'm going to stick to trying to do it in a DAWless kind of way, meaning no computer involved. The most computery thing in here is my phone, which I'm using as a source of samples when you send it to me on Facebook. And the rest of it, the computer is used to record. That's it. The computer is not involved in playing any of the music that I make or in any of the sampling that I'm not doing. It's only playing things when you send them to me and recording things so that I can bring you this lovely stream. So yeah, I don't want to try and edit the samples on the computer, even though it's probably going to be the easiest and most sensible way to do it. But the greats didn't use a computer to do it in the early days. They just had a sampler and they put the effort in. So I'm going to try and do that with the Digitakt, and if I can, great. We'll see where we get to. So, I'm not really anywhere close. It is going to step on everything in my mix, but I'm going to cut it right back with some EQ in a bit, mate. Although chopping it up like that actually isn't so bad. Might be something that I can do with that. Something coming in, ish. Not yet, but something under there. Okay, project saved for another time. And we'll move on to another sample. Just because Saver's going around and round and round on that all night because I've only just loaded them in. I'll just like do some little bits and pieces with others and just rush through and see if we find anything in here that I can mess around with that I might want to use right now. And not to say that I won't use that, but I just like not feeling any inspiration from it as much as I like it, Matty, and that is not a statement or judgment of your sample or playing ability at all. It's just how, jamming and I work.
Iwe, 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 Iwe,
Oh, hello, more random folks for the sort of Wednesday night dabbling around with a sampler. Nothing really that interesting going on, but hello, anybody who's watching. That starts to sound kind of granular, doesn't it? Ooh. Where did the rest of them save go? Juicy. Woo! Woo! Recording.
Music. Sun.
Juicy. I'm going to have to find a way to use that juicy sample at some point, even though that's just me. But yeah. Yeah, I'm struggling. I actually don't know how to get these samples out. I need to go read. I should, as much as I hate to say it, I'm probably going to actually have to read the manual on how to use this thing. There is just, it's just the little things. Like, I don't know how to do that. I'm going to have to go and find out. I know I've got samples here that I can play like this. But they don't show up in my project, I think, is the problem. It needs to be like assigned to the project, and I think I've chosen them, but then I don't know how to get them in there. And I've totally seen the diagram of the structure and how this thing lays out, and I know that it has this. These are the samples that are the recordings, and then I can make sounds based on that, which are saved inside the tracks. I think, yeah. Well, not inside the tracks; they're saved inside the patterns. Yeah. Anyway, so I at least know that, but what I don't know is how I get there from select it in here, and I'm clearly missing some there we go. There's you just press right. Duh. I actually think that I might just use that little intro bit there. That sounds cool. Let's have that. So I think, load to project. Yeah. Okay. Right, that's something else I learned today. At least I've learned one thing. So now, based on that, if I go back to my sample, no, and then I pick my sample in here, it should be it there. Is that it? Mint. Let's take that start. I want that start bit, just that wah. Oh, it's so close to being clean and like a pad. It's really close. I might just need to figure out where that little clip is. Right, that's one sound sourced. Yeah, no, never read the manual. Never read the manual, Rebecca, never. Mess around first, see what you get stuck on, then go and read the manual later. At least that's what I do. I like to figure out whether I can figure it out first, but maybe I just like a challenge. So all I've done is watch a couple of videos of people using that, just to figure out what it does do and what they do with it. And I may have to resort to the manual, but as you saw me then, I couldn't figure out how to load the sample into the project, and I just learned it. So it's clearly not that hard. So yeah, so far so good. I may read the manual one day. We'll see. Aha! Sound sourced. Matty, if you're watching, do you see why I don't care what key it's in anymore? Because now it's in a key that I want to use. I mean, it doesn't sound amazing right now, but it's a start. How about I just randomly make a banger instead? Just use that one little bit from the little bit of distortion from the start of your sample, and I will make a new sound. Yeah. We're off. Is that Psytrance? Okay, now we need bass. We've got kind of some leady stuff. Now we want some kind of like bass line for that. Maybe no bass from the circuit. Maybe we'll do bass with the mono station then. Again, falling into the trap of I think I've recorded something, but it's not playing back despite the fact I think it's not. Oh, derp, wrong channel. I'll take it for tonight. That was a fun little sample loading session and little jam around with some stuff. Got a little bit higher tempo. Yeah, that's kind of just me putting some of the hours in. I just mean to play with this every night at the moment when I get a chance to, just so I can stay dedicated to it. And I'll either keep streaming it or I won't, depending on what people say. If nobody tunes in, then I'll just stop streaming it until I've got something big and cool. But really, the plan is to just sort of streams will be my casual mess arounds, and then I might eventually record something that would go on YouTube on stream. But if anything, I'll probably just like do a stream to collect ideas like that. And then I'll do what I normally do, which is go away and let it stew, let it sit. And I'll come back and I'll probably use those samples and those tracks and make something completely different than what that was, and it'll sound way better. That always seems to be the way with me. I come in and I'll try and make something, or it'll go in a particular direction. I leave it alone until the next day, and then I come, or a few hours even, and I come back later, and there's something else there entirely that I hadn't seen when I was messing around with it. So hopefully that's what happens with this one, and if not, there'll be another one. So thank you all for watching, and good night.